Hello, this is math lesson 6-5 for Tuesday, March 2nd, 2021. If you need to pause the video at any point in time to answer any questions that your student may have or that you may have, you could do so at any time. Let's get started.
You can make a plan to help you solve a problem. Sarah asks 15 people if they like football or baseball. One more person chose football than chose baseball. How many people chose each sport? What would the tally chart look like? What are you asked to find? Select your answer.
Okay, are we asked to find the total number of people or how many chose each sport? Well, we already know the total number of people. So what we're trying to find out is how many voted for baseball and how many voted for football. So how many chose each sport?
You need to find out how many people chose football and how many people chose baseball. What do you already know? You already know that Sarah asked 15 people and that one more person chose football than baseball. What's your plan for solving this problem? You can think about what you know. Think about what you need to find. What does it mean to have a plan for solving the problem? It means to think about how you will solve the problem and the steps you will use. What is a plan that you could use to solve this problem? Since you know Sarah asked 15 people, you can think of all the addition facts you know that add to 15. Since one more person chose football than chose baseball, you can check each fact to see if one addend is one more than the other addend. What are some addition facts that have a sum of 15? 7 plus 8 equals 15. 9 plus 6 equals 15. 10 plus 5 equals 15. What do you need to do to find out how many people chose football and how many people chose baseball? You can compare the addends in each addition fact until you find a fact in which one addend is one more than the other addend. Which fact has one addend that is one more than the other addend? Select your answer.
Okay, so 10 plus 5 equals 15. 10 and 5 are 5 apart, so we can't use that one. 9 plus 6 equals 15. 9 and 6 are 3 apart, so that's more than 1. And then 7 plus 8 equals 15. 7 and 8 are 1 apart, so that's what we're looking for.
7 and 8 add to 15. This is the only pair of addends where one addend is one more than the other. So 8 people chose football and 7 people chose baseball. You can show this in the tally chart. Now you know how to make a plan to solve a problem.
Good job.
Okay, you need to get into your Math Workbook Volume 1, and you need to be on page 377. 377. Okay, if you're on page 377, it should look like this. So let's read the directions and figure out what we have to do. Okay, it says Kelly asked 12 students if they like using pens, markers, or pencils best. The tally chart shows their responses. How many students would need to change their vote from markers to pencils to make pencils the favorite? Complete the new chart to explain. Okay, so here are the votes for the first round. So there's 12 students in all. 3 students picked pens. 5, 6, 7 students chose markers, and 2 chose pencils. So they're asking how many students would need to change their votes from markers to pencils, okay, to make pencils the favorite. All right, so we know that pens won't change, so we'll leave that at 2. Okay, and we know that pencils has 2 already, and we want pencils to be the one that has the most votes. All right, so let's look at markers, and it has 5, 6, 7. Okay, so let's put 7 in there. Okay, there's 7. Now we're going to take one out of markers and move it to pencils. Take another one out, move it to pencils until pencils is the favorite. All right. So let's start with 1 marker gone, and we'll add that one to pencils. Okay, so if you look, we still have markers being the favorite. All right, let's erase another one and move that one over to pencils. Okay, we still have markers being the favorite, so let's move one more, see where we're at. I'm just going to erase that. Fix these. And we'll take that one and move it over. Now, pencils is the favorite, markers is the second favorite, and pens is the least favorite. All right. Now, how many markers do we have to move so that pencils was the favorite? Well, we had 7. Now we only have 4. So 7 minus something equals 4 left. Okay. So if you look, how many did we take away? We took away 1, 2, and the slash is 3. So 3 students need to change to pencils. All right. Okay, if you get on that page, please turn to the next page. If you look at the top, it's the lady from the video, and she's just explaining how to solve this problem by making a plan. And she did the 3 equations and then figured out that 7 plus 8 is 1 apart in the add-ins. And we figured out there should be 7 baseball votes and 8 football votes. Okay, so down here, use the tally chart to answer the questions. Okay, number 1 says 3 more students take the survey. Now, football and baseball have the same number of votes. How many votes does each have? Okay, so we had to add 2 votes to baseball and 1 more to football so that they would be even with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, use pictures, words, or equations to explain. So we know that there was 7 there before. So 7 plus 2 more equals 9. That's for baseball. Then for football, we knew there was 8 there to begin with. So 8 plus 1 more equals 9. And 9 is equal to 9. Okay? So you could have done that a bunch of other ways, but that was the easiest way for me. You can do it however you want, as long as you get 9 and 9. And you may have an explanation down here. I used equations to explain it. You can use pictures if you want, or you can write sentences if you would like. Okay? All right, when you're done with that, look at the next page. I want you to do numbers 2 and 3. And you actually have to read this first and fill in the rest of the tally chart. All right. Now, if you would like to try the bottom two, 4 and 5, you can. It's up to you, but I want you to do the top for sure. All right. Okay, when you're done with page 379, the top at least, maybe the bottom, you can do some extra problems on page 380. You could also do some extra problems on 381. And there's a few you could do on page 382. Now remember, you don't have to do all of them. Just pick a few or one from each page. It's up to you. Just do a few extra ones. It'll be good practice. When you are done with your workbook pages, please do the quick check on the Savas website. Please don't get behind on those. It is hard to catch up. And that's it for today. Thank you.